Hey everyone, this is Kellen from My Spouti LLC. I know it's been a long month, but I've got some exciting news. The samples have arrived. I know everyone is anxious for an update on progress, so I wanted to bring you a visual video unboxing of the Shore 20 Spouty parts. So last month we were pretty much ready to go. We were slapping on shipping labels, assembling parts, and we discovered the silicone was too soft. So these parts should fix that problem so we can get moving forward. I apologize for my slowness. Everyone hated me on Christmas. As you can see, they sent us a box of air. I'm just kidding. It's not air. Let me set that aside. This is a bag of 30 spouty parts. We have a larger sample size this time, just to be sure that the Shore 20 is homogeneous across a larger sample set. I'm already just, by feel, super thrilled with these parts. I know visually you can't tell the difference between the parts we rejected and these parts here, but they're just the perfect amount of firmness. And as you can see, we've still got a lot of stretch, a lot of flexibility. We've actually sent off the order to start the manufacturing today. So now that manufacturing has begun again, what's the plan? At the moment, our plan with Isometry is to have the factory make as many spouty parts as they can between now and March 27th, at which point they'll round up everything they've got and ship it to us. We are estimating that that should occur for the parts to get here around June 8th. So, assuming that everything gets here on the 8th, we should have everybody's orders assembled and packed in a couple of days. Over the course of the next couple of weeks, we're going to be putting shipping labels on everybody's boxes, getting those last finishing touches, putting in the brochures, doing all of the assembly, just having everything ready to go so when the parts show up, we can attach the tube, put it in your box, and put it in the mail. Once that happens, you'll get an email, so be sure to check your spam filter. The email will have something like, order shipped, and it'll have tracking information for you. So you can see the tracking number, and you can watch as your box leaves our area and flies its way to yours. And then when you get your spouty, you've put it on, and you give yourself a couple of weeks to get used to it and practice everything. And we want to hear your thoughts. We want to hear your feedback. We want to hear your reviews. We're going to start putting some stuff on the website so that people can write reviews. You can always email us. We want to hear from you. On that note, I want to make sure to emphasize that we offer personalized coaching. So what does that mean? Spouty is like a really personal kind of product, but I've been putting Spouty on for 2 years, and I know everything there is about it. So, for example, we've had some testers who reached back out to us and were like, I'm having a few problems. And I'm like, okay, so first question, how are you standing? And they're like, well, legs about shoulder width apart. I'm like, that's your problem. We mentioned on the website that Spouty is supported by your thighs a lot. So when you go to pee, if you spread your legs apart, you reduce that support and things can shift. You want to make sure that you are standing with your legs together, not apart. So, that's like one example of like little mistakes that people make. And sometimes some of our users who use prosthetics have different tubing lengths. They experiment with like reducing the tube a bit. That can cause some tugging issues and things like that. So, get your Spouty, you start working with it, you're putting it on. If you're having a little bit of trouble, reach out and let me know. We'll get you hooked up. My goal is to make sure that you have an amazing experience and that you're good to go anywhere within reason. Don't get in trouble. So, and I guess I just want to say thanks. We started this about 2 years ago, and I just did all of this learning and growing and building, and then when we started the Kickstarter back in November, and then we shifted over to the website, and then, all of this stuff with the manufacturer where we've just been building and developing, and everything's been changing. I really appreciate that y'all stuck around, that you've had our backs, and I'm really excited to get your Spouty to you. It looks like we should be there in, a few weeks. So, in the meantime, keep your eye out for updates. We send out emails, we update the blogs, we'll have some things on YouTube, and of course, our social media channels will always have our content. Reach out to us anytime. Stay safe and be well.